Excellent. We are live. So hello traders and welcome to today's simple Forex setup show, where I will be going through 10 currency pairs and looking for trade setups on the 4-hour time frame. So let me share my screen. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the chat box and I will answer as we go along. All right. Hi, Pac. Hi, everyone else that's joined in. Thanks for being here. Let me just get this in. There we go. Okay. Put that aside. Now I can see my chart. I'm starting with GBP USD. And what I'm looking at here is I'm looking for an opportunity to go short. So on the bigger picture, we have come back to this level that was a level of a support before. We've already had a false break through that level. So I'm looking for another either pushback from that level or false break. At the moment, there is indecision. So the bars are just going sideways. So I'm looking for a price action on the 4-hour time frame that will show the decision of the direction. I would prefer if there is some break above and then back below, retest and to go short, which might take a little while to set up. So I'm looking for short opportunities on this. If the price does break above and does not come back, then I'm looking for a number of bars above and then potentially a retest at that level for long. But again, that might take a little while to set up. So at the moment, preference is for short on this. Next currency pair I'm looking at is Euro USD. And Euro USD, I'm also looking at short opportunities. So here I can see this channel, and we're at towards the top of that channel. So I'm looking for either price to go a little bit higher and then come back, and then looking for short opportunities. On here, we might still have some price action go above and false break, similar to this previous one. Or we might just get a pullback from here and then would look for a lower high and then looking for short opportunities from there. The next currency pair I'm looking at is AUD-USD. And AUD-USD, I'm here looking at short opportunities as well. So we're still in the downtrend. So now price action going sideways. So that means indecision. Looking for price to possibly still pop up to test that previous trend line and then look to go short, which would be a false break of that that range, and that would be good. Otherwise, if it starts to come down, then looking for a lower high and looking for short opportunities there. The next currency pair I'm looking at is GBPJPY. And here, I know it looks like it's still going up, which it is, but I'm really looking for that reversal on this. So what we have here is we've had this weekly candle is not closed yet, but it's above the previous levels of high, which we've had for a long time. So I'm looking to see on the daily, we still have indecision. So where is the price going to go? Is it going to continue in the upward momentum, or is it going to come back below into that previous range that we have been in for quite some time? And is it then going to resume going back down to the bottom? So my preference is if it just came back down as a false break and then looking for retest there. So let's see what happens. I'm not interested in going long at this point due to these levels of weekly resistance and monthly resistance in the way. So I would prefer for the price to drop back below that previous level of high, which really is, you know, a little bit of a range there. If we look at this range here, so anywhere, as long as we're on the other side of that, then I'm looking for short opportunities. Next currency pair I'm looking at is EURJPY. And here again, I'm looking at short. On the weekly, we have broken above that recent two highs. But in the past, that price action above that level wasn't sustained. So I'm looking at this to see if price will come back. On the daily, I would need another 2 candles. So that's 2 days worth of price action to see if it does close below that level. So on the 4 hourly, obviously that's going to take quite a few more candles there. But in general, looking for this price, it might even pop above that weekly resistance and then come back below, but really looking for it to come underneath that level of previous resistance, and then looking for short opportunities after that. Next currency pair I'm looking at is USDJPY, and USDJPY is still in an uptrend, and I really have no idea how this keeps going, but it does. So if it does come back to the bottom of the channel, then I would be looking for long opportunities, but I'm not confident to take a long positions along without the pullback. So looking for pullback first and then looking for long opportunities. Next currency pair is USDCAD, and USDCAD I'm looking for short. So where we are in terms of the price action, we're just at that point where we had some previous levels of stickiness or resistance. So I'm looking to see if the price actually comes off that. We already had a rejection at that level, not quite as high as the 1.4, but we have come off. We had another bar that was reasonably strong in the downward direction. On the 4 hourly, this is a trend line that has already been broken, and it looks like it's being retested now. So I'm looking for any reversal patterns here to see perhaps we have a false break of this current range on the 4 hourly time frame, and then going short, or if it starts to flow from here, then we might be in a short already. But that is a bit too, I wouldn't enter that. No, it might be too late. But if it comes back a little bit more, I'm looking for short opportunities here. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURAUD. And EURAUD, I'm actually looking for long. We are at this level of previous resistance, what used to be support, looking to see if that is becomes resistance. So I would expect that the price might bounce off this level and come further down. I'm not really confident about trading it short as yet. I'm going to see what happens. If it does come to the bottom of that range, then perhaps if it does a retest, I would be looking for long opportunities there. I'm looking for that retest of that level. Next currency pair I'm looking at is EURGBP. and EURGBP, I'm looking for short opportunities. So here we are under that previous level of resistance, which got broken and back below, which is a little bit as a false break on this weekly time frame. So now looking at a retest of that level and looking for short opportunities here. The next currency pair, the last one, is GBPCAD. And GBPCAD, I'm looking for long. So here we've had a really strong price action come back above that previous level of support from quite a while ago. So it was rejected quite quickly and is now back above that level. So looking for any pullback on the 4-hour time frame to the previous trend line or the weekly pivot, and then looking for long opportunities if it does continue in the upward and away from that level of support. So looking for long. It is really going slowly sideways. If it continues going sideways, it might just meet that trend line basically at around that level, which is not going to be ideal. So we're really looking for that pullback down first before looking for those long opportunities. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. I shall check the chat box. You comment on DXY. I don't have that chart up. DXY. Let's have a look. Can I even find it? I'm not even sure I can find that. DXY. Where's DX? You mean the dollar index, right? Here we go. I got it. Okay. Dollar index. Yep. Okay. Let's have a look. So we have some previous levels there. Let's have a look at here. That's a ranging indecision. So these just mean indecision. Can't decide to go up, can't decide to go down, is going sideways. We have a lower high. So that looks like it would continue in the downwards. But this last trend line, which way is that? Has not yet been broken. So let's see what that looks like on the 4-hourly. There we go. So what I would be looking at is, it looks like it's pretty much a lower high, or it's still in the uptrend though. So it could come to this trend line and bounce back up. I would be waiting for some kind of confirmation that it breaks below that. Even if we move this trend line to this level here, then really would want to see the price action below. So let's see. So still in an uptrend at a level of previous resistance. So it could just bounce back off and go up again, or we would want to see some closes below that previous trend line, and then potentially come up and retest that trend line or the horizontal, and then looking for short after that. So that's the sort of two scenarios that I see there at the moment. Hope that helps. Awesome. Thank you for the questions. And I will see you again next week, Wednesday, 12 p.m. Singapore time. Until then, all the best with trading, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.